Sister wives. Janelle's son Gabe told Dad Kody he'd never see him again if he didn't take accountability. Janelle noted that she doesn't know what it would take at this point to get things back on track. Gabe Brown is letting his boundaries be known. As Gabe made and enjoyed breakfast with his mom Janelle Brown during the Sunday, October 13 episode of Sister Wives, the 22-year-old revealed that his father Kody Brown, 55, had hit me up to chat. It was like strange because he was like, "Hey, I miss you." And then he was like, he kept, like phrasing it like I owed him an apology, Gabe recalled. Eventually I was just like, hey, unless you're like, actually ready to have a relationship and fix things, then we're not going to talk anymore, Gabe continued. He came back a couple of days later and texted me. He's like, hey, I've been like thinking about what you've been saying. I forgive you, please forgive me. I was like, forgive me for what? Like, what's going on here? At one point, Gabe said, I told Dad that if he doesn't change and he can't take accountability, then I just won't ever see him again. And I'm perfectly ok with that. Related. Janelle Brown's son Gabe breaks down in tears as he recalls Dad Kody Brown forgetting his birthday. Janelle, meanwhile, noted that she doesn't know what it would take at this point to get things back on track, especially with everybody in the family being so busy and they're starting to spread out across the country. But Gabe said, I think it would take Dad really setting things straight, and I think that would take an act of God. From there, Janelle, 55, then expressed in a confessional that she believes the COVID-19 quarantine period, which jump-started Kody's estrangement from much of the family, had just presented an opportunity for their dad to do what he's been wanting to do for a long time, which was live and make a life with his favorite wife, she said, referring to Kody's fourth wife, Robin Brown, 44. Their dad had been expressing things to them just off the cuff about, he wished that he would have waited and just married Robin. I don't know what dad says that to their kids, but my kids have many stories like that, Janelle continued, though Kody denied it and called the gossip surrounding this a misunderstanding. As Gabe and Janelle's conversation shifted to discussing Robin, Gabe said, I think that Robin definitely has a victim complex. I mean, to put it bluntly, and I don't necessarily blame her for that. Gabe also said he missed being close to Robin and Kody's children, but he can't blame them at all for following on along party lines. Related. Sister Wives Kody Brown opens up about complicated relationship with son Garrison before his death. Thought we had more time? Exclusive. If she actually believes that we were mistreating her or her children in any way when she was constantly getting favorited by Dad, and we were always working on our relationship with her kids. If she actually believes that, then there's no chance of me having a relationship with Robin ever again, Gabe declared. I don't know. I don't have a lot of respect for Robin. So it's hard for me to rationalize some of her actions. Maybe that's the reason that she's like, oh, you always hated us, is because she doesn't have our respect anymore because she does. Like that. Continuing to candidly address how he feels, Gabe added that he is not hopeful for a relationship with Dad and Robin. Sister Wives Kody countersues Christine over child support, custody. It's honestly a toss-up as to whether Sister Wives Season 19 is more dramatic than the real-life developments between exes Kody Brown and Christine Woolley right now. And that's saying a lot, because the current season is pretty intense. As we've repeatedly pointed out, the Sister Wives cast are sufficiently famous outside the bounds of reality TV, and as such, TLC doesn't have the easiest job in trying to keep storylines under wraps. One such instance occurred quite recently, when Christine sued Kody on September 16 in Utah, seeking to establish paternity for daughter Truly, 14, to obtain child support, and to formalize a custody arrangement. As it stands currently, TLC is airing scenes filmed in December and January 2022, when Christine began dating David Woolley. They have since married. It would be difficult to ignore the fact that this legal matter happens to coincide with a string of episodes showcasing Christine's unfettered glee at having separated from Kody, her excitement about dating, and ultimately, her constant gushing over David. If you've missed any of this season of Sister Wives, we recapped all 6 episodes in frankly excruciating detail. And episodes 5 and 6 in particular focused on Christine's then-new relationship with David, and the fact they exchanged "I love yous" immediately. Christine's lawsuit and Kody's countersuit are occurring in real time, but again, it's hard to imagine Kody separating his feelings about the most recent episodes and his view of Christine's filing. Kody sued Christine 3 days after episode 6 dropped. Commentary YouTuber and Instagram blogger Katie Paulson, at Without a Crystal Ball, appeared to be the first to report Kody's countersuit against Christine. On Thursday, she uploaded a video to Facebook and YouTube, breaking the news. In a recent article about Teen Mom star Janelle Evans, we noted that family court matters of custody and support are typically sealed due to their sensitive nature, and to protect the minors often party to them, such as Truly. Consequently, very little can be deduced from court records and information provided by the involved parties. Christine and Kody is not independently verifiable. On Friday, In Touch covered Kody's lawsuit and indicated the relevant documents are indeed under seal. Kody's newly hired lawyer, who works in Utah, appeared in court for him on October 13, according to online court documents viewed by In Touch. The attorney filed a response and counterclaim to Christine's lawsuit on Wednesday, October 23. However, it's not known what was argued in the counterclaim as the documents have been sealed. Katie Paulson shared a second update to Instagram on Friday related to the matter. She asserted that Robin and Kody purchased and closed on a home in Flagstaff on October 24 and claimed, Kody and Robin closed on a $2.1 million home on Thursday in Flagstaff in violation of a court injunction against Kody in Utah. Kody and Robin put down $420,000 on the 7887 Scaft home that has 6 beds and 7 baths. Kody is barred from transferring or encumbering money due to a lawsuit Christine filed against him for back child support for her daughter Truly. Due to outstanding debt, Kody is prohibited from transferring or disposing of any money. Now Kody has 100% violated the injunction. In the comments of the original YouTube video, one fan quipped that Christine's lawyer ought to submit as evidence of Kody's deadbeatness and absentee fatherhood. Seasons 1 through 19 of Sister Wives. At press time, although details of Kody's countersuit against Kristen remain under seal in Utah, the filing is real, and perhaps inspired in part by Christine's on-screen happiness in season 19. Sister Wives, can Robin Brown save the sinking show? Sister Wives reveal that Robin Brown is certainly trying to change fans' thoughts of her this season. Unfortunately, fans are not buying Robin's act, and Robin isn't anyone's hero. However, some have made suggestions as to how she might save this sinking ship. Does Robin Brown have the upper hand? Sister Wives spoilers indicate that some fans truly believe that season 19 could be the last of Sister Wives. Kody seems to be making things worse instead of better as he continues to have contention with his ex-wives. Kody is still playing the blame game and taking no responsibility for anything that has happened. TLC is trying to completely change the script and make Robin look innocent in all of this. Neither fans nor Kody's older children believe this at all. One way or another, something has to change to keep people interested in the show because it's not doing great in ratings this season at all. Kody is all about being the villain, now so is Robin the hero who can save the show. Can Robin Brown save the show? Fans believe that Robin could actually save the show, but that would mean she would have to man up and admit the truth. Kody has admitted that he lied the first 9 years of the show. Now Kody agrees that polygamy didn't work. Kody has also admitted that he didn't love his first 3 wives when he married them or when they divorced. Robin is obviously the only wife that Kody cares about. Kody says that Robin is his soulmate. Kody is also beginning to act nuts just to keep this money rolling in. As one Redditor said, Will Robin be next? Will she start showing her true colors to make the show interesting? Will Robin start admitting to manipulating Mary into the divorce? Manipulating the catfish with Kody, or on her own to get Kody to hate Mary? To turning Kody against the OG 13 kids so her kids get priority? Or will others come forward to tell on Robin? Something has to give. What do other fans think will save the show? Asterisk, Robin would never. She has always expected everyone else to do the heavy lifting. Asterisk, you are correct. After all, she is the only one that needed to hire a nanny, which was crazy considering all the help that she had from the family around her. She hired a nanny. Robin will never get her hands dirty, and she will never do the heavy lifting that is for the peasants. Asterisk, only way to save the show is if Robin shows her true colors, but that'll never happen. Gabe is correct, she's a professional victim. Asterisk, my personal opinion is that Robin is the type that wants to secretly manipulate and control, but wants most people to view her positively. I think she cares what people think about her more than Kody cares how people see him, so whether consciously or unconsciously, he is taking on the role of the villain to take heat off of her. I don't think we will see her admit to be a villain anytime soon. It's very fascinating how two narcissistic people married each other, and now they're under a giant microscope by the public. Other fans are ready to cut the cord and end it once and for all. Fans have been pushing for a spin-off with the OG wives. Does the show just need to go away and TLC start fresh? Sister Wives shocking way Kody Brown bought new mansion. How did Sister Wives star Kody Brown manage to purchase his lavish and pricey new mansion? He and his wife, Robin Brown, had listed their Flagstaff home for $1.6 million. Then, they took it off the market only to buy another home, which cost over $2 million. But how? Keep reading for more details. Shocking way Kody Brown bought new mansion. Kody Brown moved his whole family to Flagstaff, and they bought a large lot of land, Coyote Pass. It was going to take time due to logistics, permits, and paying it off. So his 4 wives had to find their own homes. Christine Brown Woolley purchased her home while Janelle and Mary Brown opted for rentals. Then Robin Brown rented, but they had to purchase the place for nearly $900,000. It was the best option for the family of 7 with the time frame that they had. Ultimately, the OG 3 wives left the family, with Christine selling her home and moving to Utah. Janelle has rented and now owns a farm in North Carolina with her daughter and son-in-law, while Mary has her in Utah. Coyote Pass is up in the air as no one wants it, so Robin and Kody decided to sell their Flagstaff mansion out of the blue. It was listed for $1.6 million, and fans believe they did this to pay back the OG3. Then, they took it down, and now the couple has bought a home for $2.1 million. It is spacious and gorgeous, with a guest house in the back as well as a treehouse. Kody had asked Mykelti Brown Padron about buying her a large home in Flagstaff, but she declined. They are not on speaking terms currently. So how did he afford this excessive purchase? According to a Reddit thread, they did it under Whitestone Trust. This means that the home is held in a trust and they can live there, but it is somewhat protected. One Sister Wives follower provided this explanation of what it means to hold the home in a trust. Holding property in a trust is a perfectly sensible, legal method of ownership. A trust has a trustee, one or more named individuals who manage the assets held by the trust, can be real property, bank accounts, securities, for the benefit of those who will ultimately inherit. The beneficiaries. By passing assets via a trust, inheritance is achieved much more quickly and automatically, and probate, which is the legal process of proving the validity of a will, is bypassed. If the trust is revocable, it can be changed at any time by the testator, the person who creates the trust. It becomes irrevocable when the testator dies, and at that point, nothing can be changed. It's not a scheme to hide money. Taxes on trust assets are attributed to the testator. Many fans questioned if Robin and Kody Brown could afford $2 million, or if they were hiding assets from the OG3. Janelle Brown had pointed out how Kody's assets were in paintings and random items. It appears this is to protect Robin's kids and only them. They're going to go bankrupt. He's stupid with money. Robin has secured her estate and her children's inheritance. This was the plan all along. Kudos to her. Let's see if she keeps Kody around for suits and giggles. Are you shocked at how they were able to get this home, but do you feel the rug will be pulled out from under Kody and Robin sooner rather than later? Sister wives. Is Kody Brown's name mentioned in his kid's birth certificate? Kody Brown's recent legal battle has raised many questions in the minds of viewers of Sister Wives. He is battling in court with Christine Woolley over the custody and child support of their shared daughter, Truly. That is when fans learned Kody's name wasn't on the star kid's birth certificate. This was a shock for the entire fan base, and they wondered if the same thing happened to others as well. What is this all about? Is Kody's name not there on his 18 kid's birth certificate? If this is true, then what is the reason behind it? Keep on reading to learn some shocking details that would leave you in disbelief. Sister wives. Kody isn't listed as Truly's father in her birth certificate. But why? Sister Wives star Christine Woolley recently dragged Kody Brown to court. She wants the latter to pay child support for their shared daughter, Truly, who isn't 18 yet. The celeb asked the court to make Kody take the paternity test as his name wasn't on the star kid's certificate in place of her father. This is all because of their spiritual marriage. Kody and Christine never got legally married and were always in a spiritual union. They further wanted to keep their polygamous dynamics under wraps due to the strict laws against plural marriage. Hence, the entire Brown family relocated just to save themselves and continue the legacy. That is why Christine never listed Kody's name on Truly's birth certificate. So does this mean that he isn't mentioned in his other kids' certificates as well? Sister wives. Kody Brown's name isn't mentioned in any of his 18 kids' certificates. Sister Wives star Kody Brown might be on the birth certificate as the father for some of his kids. Fans believe that Mary's only child, Leon, perhaps would be lucky enough to have that honor. This is because when the star kid was born, Kody wasn't in any polygamous relationship, and Mary was his legal wife. Hence, the patriarch would have proudly given his name during Leon's birth. On the other hand, Robin's kids might also have Kody's name on their birth certificates. This is because he is legally married to the latter, and Ariella was born 2 years after his divorce from Mary. Hence, the celeb wouldn't have any issues getting his name on her birth certificate. In the case of Dayton, Aurora, and Brianna, David Preston Jessup ended up relinquishing his paternal rights to these kids, and Kody got a chance to step in. Kody adopted the 3 kids Robin had from her previous marriage and gave his Brown surname to them. Hence, he got their paternal rights after David was out of the dynamics. However, when it comes to Christine and Janelle's children, viewers aren't sure if Kody is in the picture. These have always been Kody's spiritual wives, and they have never had a legal union with him. So there is a fair chance that all of Christine and Janelle's children don't have Kody's names on their birth certificates. Fans are now waiting for these two to open up about the same and reveal the truth. Kody Brown throwback pics. Fans agree he looked hot. Sister Wives star Kody Brown is often mocked because of his hair and his ugly facial contortions when he's angry. But some throwback pics revealed him as a much younger man. Do TLC fans agree that he looked hot enough to fall in love with? Kody Brown seems ugly because of his mouth. Season 19 of Sister Wives, once again, brings plenty of reasons to roast the TLC patriarch. Each time he opens his mouth, something ugly seems to come out, in the opinion of fans. Then again, some viewers believe he might have a personality disorder. Kody Brown is often mocked for his ringlets in the way he seems to cling to his idea of handsome from the 80s. But he doesn't get any admiring comments from viewers of the TLC show. That's because he snarls and curls his lip when the wives do not agree with him. But was he hot-looking as a younger man? Throwback photos on social media. Sister Wives fans saw photos of the TLC patriarch in his younger years. Of course, the show quite often revisited his earlier days. For example, TLC showed his weddings to Mary, Christine, and Robin Brown. Recently, some screenshots arrived on Reddit. TLC star was hot or not? In the discussion, a lot of people were influenced by the way the TLC star treated his OG wives, but many of them admitted that when he married Mary Brown, he was good-looking. Not in a smoking hot way, but in a clean-cut and handsome sort of way. Here are some of their reactions. Not Gen X, but I gotta be honest. He was a good-looking guy, and from what his friends said, he was fun and outgoing. Kinda flamboyant. I think I would have crushed on him hard. He wasn't bad-looking physically, but the second he would open his mouth is when the ugliness showed. Not my type, but young Kody is objectively attractive, especially in Mormon circles. He had charisma, and he wasn't ugly. He was attractive, and every time they show a Mary/Kody wedding photo, I'm struck by how young, beautiful, and happy they look. Yes, probably. I thought he was attractive in the beginning of show 2. Kody's behavior and per marriage makes him ugly. My elder millennial self would have majorly crushed on first picture Kody. Sister Wives, can Kody Brown go to jail for violating injunction? Can Kody Brown go to jail for violating an injunction by buying his new $2.1 million home? He and his wife, Robin Brown, opted not to sell their Flagstaff home, but rather purchase an additional one. They did so in an interesting way, but still made it happen. Yet, can it lead to hot water for Kody? Keep reading for more details. Kody Brown violates injunction for new home. Fans have become very aware of all of Robin and Kody Brown's random assets around their Flagstaff home. They have portraits that cost an insane amount of money, making it look like an offbeat art gallery. At the same time, Kody has cars and other items, which makes viewers wonder if it is easier for him to hide his money in assets than at the bank. His former second wife, Janelle Brown, noted that she has seen the art and such around Kody's home and knows he has assets lurking. So it is no longer a secret he is hiding something. Since his ex-wife, Christine Brown Woolley, has left him, she is living her best life in Utah. She met and married her soulmate, David Woolley, but she also filed a lawsuit against Kody. Christine wants back child support from him and wants a paternity test for their youngest, Truly. Kody is not on her birth certificate, as they were in a plural marriage, so the women had to act like single mothers. She also made it so he is not allowed to move any assets while they are in this legal battle. According to a Reddit OP, Kody Brown may have done just that to purchase his new $2.1 million home. They read he had ignored the injunction by transferring money or selling assets or moving assets, because it looks as though they've put $400,000 on a 7,800 sq ft house. I hope Christine's lawyer is aware of this and starts filing motions. I hope and pray he goes to prison for this, and I hope they lose that money too. So, did Kody Brown actually ignore the injunction, and could it warrant him going to prison? Kody headed to prison. So, could this lead Kody Brown to jail, or is he exempt? Technically, the house was bought via a trust, so it will be transferred to Robin Brown's kids in the event of his passing. Sister Wives followers weighed in, and many felt fans just wanted to see him get locked up in general. Even if this is a violation, he won't go to prison. I think a lot of people are so gung-ho to see Kody suffer that they're reading into things that aren't actually true. He's gonna be ordered to pay back child support this, and he's gonna go to prison that. Prison law. This is a civil matter. He's not even at risk of going to prison. He has an attorney who I'm sure was aware of this, and he's not going to prison law. One person noted this home might have been under contract prior to Kody being served. Therefore, it did not matter and he was not in violation. The case is sealed as of now, but it will be interesting to see what he will do with the old and new homes.